Hello, everyone. Are you looking for a safer and secure way to invest your money? Well, did you know we have a super rare opportunity in Canada right now? Guaranteed investment certificates offer you higher return than your regular savings account. So in today's video, I want to define how GICs work, what's cash versus fixed, all that nitty gritty in as little as minutes. And most importantly, I want to cover 5 unusual ways, very creative ways of using GICs in Canada. So keep watching to discover the ins and outs of GICs and the unusual and creative ways of using them in Canada, because they might be the perfect investment for you right now. So let's talk about GICs. What is a GIC? So instead of getting super fancy-pantsy about it, which we're not, we're just going to keep it super simple and it's super straightforward. It's the ultimate money workout plan. That's what it is. It's the ultimate money workout plan. So think of a GIC as like a savings account on steroids. Like it's putting your money on a workout plan and just seeing it bulk up over time. Now, there are 2 different types of GICs. There are fixed versus cash. Like a fixed rate GIC is like buying a toy that they'll love forever and ever. Like a classic Lego set or the stuffy they've had since they're a little kid and they're still walking around with that stuffy. Now, it may not be the latest and greatest toy, but the safe bet that they'll just cherish it and enjoy it for a very, very long time, unlike their love for broccoli. Versus cashable GICs. Imagine your kid is begging for a toy and a cashable GIC is like buying a super trendy toy, like you know that they will outgrow, but they really, really want it, or they're going to get bored of it, like a fidget spinner or those popper toys. It's fun, it's trendy, but it might not be something that they'll want to keep for a long time, just like their love for broccoli. So what are some unusual and creative ways of using GICs? See, we have a super rare moment in the market right now with inflation creeping up. Even though it's slowing down, it's still creeping up year over year, and it's causing interest rates to spike because that's the only way to combat inflation by Bank of Canada. And Bank of Canada has been like hiking it month after month consecutively. Now, the last time I remembered interest rates being this high was back when I bought my first multifamily unit. And I remembered that time, the fixed interest payments were 5.76% for 5 years. And at that time, it was like, oh, that was a really good interest rate. And of course, shortly after, the financial crisis happened, and then interest rates just went bottoming out. So that's why I'm saying it's a rare opportunity, because with Bank of Canada slowing down the interest rate increases and possibly holding mid-year, well, you could imagine maybe next year they might be dropping interest rates. And then guess what? The GICs will no longer look this appetizing. Okay. Now, before I jump into where you can find these GICs and what are some great, easy ways of using them and just sending your money over and then locking in a 1-year GIC or 2-year GICs, I'm going to share with that later at the end of this video. I want to first share the unusual ways of using GICs. Number 1, if you are planning for a vacation, like that dream vacation, going to Disneyland or going to Thailand with your family, well, this is a great way to say, hey, I'm going to start locking in a lump sum of money or slowly dripping your money into an automated savings account, into a GIC over a 2-year period. And you could get some free moolah while doing that. So instead of just like, hey, I'm going to save it in a very boring savings account, you can start transferring money to a GIC and start getting the higher interest rates and making moolah, and it's guaranteed. Number 2, do you want to save for your children's education costs? Well, we have a super rare opportunity. If your kid is going to university in 2 years, or hey, you're maybe wanting to diversify your portfolio and you have some funds just sitting on doing nothing really in your RESPs. Well, you have a rare opportunity where you can use those funds and transfer it to a guaranteed investment certificate. Now, not all banks offer these really enticing interest rates. So you got to be very careful and buy a GIC that offers like at least 4% guaranteed annual interest rate. Okay. And I'll share where you can find this. But it ain't going to be like a boring Royal Bank, because I actually have Royal Bank because my RESPs, and I actually have to find a way to get it out so that I could get these higher interest rate GICs. Number 3, if you're looking to put a down payment on a home in the upcoming year or two, this is another great way to start building your account and getting some free moolah. So for example, you're like, hey, I need a 5% down payment in the next 2 years to move into a home. Okay. This is a great way. Go buy a GIC, start building that savings account in a guaranteed investment certificate. And that way you can get free moolah while you're building your down payment for your first home, because this is guaranteed. Number 4, if you're looking to start a small business, or you already have a small business and you owe taxes every single year because, when you make money, you owe taxes. This is a great opportunity to say, hey, instead of just setting aside money and then letting it do nothing, basically barely earning like 0.5% interest rate, start putting that money into a guaranteed investment certificate so that you can earn higher interest rates while you have to wait until you pay to CRA your taxes. Okay, so this is a great way as a small business to transfer some of the funds into a GIC. And then when tax time comes up and you owe taxes, take that money, you've earned higher interest rates, then you can use that to pay your taxes, and it kind of lessens the blow of paying all those taxes. Number 5, if you are in your early retirement stage or you're going to retire, this is a great way to stop worrying about the market fluctuation. See, we're in a bear market and it could be very, very scary, especially if this is your first time and you're approaching retirement. That means you need some money like every single month, a steady stream of income. Well, GICs can offer that to help you fund your retirement years. Now, I know I've been poo-pooing about GICs in the past few years because we've been in a low interest rate environment. But now I am like, yay, our GICs, because we are in a rare opportunity where we can start earning guaranteed money, okay? Free moolah every single year. And yes, it is not as exciting as the stock market, but they're less likely to give you a heart attack. So let's jump into EQ Bank and just see what type of GICs are offered right now. So I'm going to look at fixed GICs. So that means I'm going to have to hold it out for a certain term. Now, looking at this app, it looks like, hey, I can hold it for 3 months for 2.65 to as long as 7 years for 4%. That means if I buy a GIC, say for $5,000, I can get 4% guaranteed every single year as long as I hold it for 7 years. You can see that there's so many different products you can buy. You can hold it. You don't have to put all your eggs into one GIC. You could break it up into many different chunks. Now let's talk about commonly asked questions about a GIC. Now, if you are looking to buy a GIC, say for 15 months, it's very hard to get out of it. If you do with EQ Bank, they give you 1 day after the effective date of the GIC to get out of the GIC. But once that passes, you're locked in. You can't get the money out. So you're locked in. If you buy 15-month term GIC, you're locked in for 15 months. And then after 15 months, then it's done. The money is still there. You collect the free moolah, and then you can rinse and repeat. Now, how many GICs can you buy? Well, with EQ Bank, you're limited to 10. Now, if you decide to go with a different bank, which I'm with Scotiabank, I'm with Royal Bank, I'm not super tied to EQ Bank. I just love the simplicity of it. If you decide to go with something like Scotiabank, which I'm a client of Scotiabank, I just find it's a pain in the butt. I have to call an advisor to actually get my money into a GIC. I can't be bothered. I just want to click a button and just do it. Now, another common question is, do you get a physical certificate buying a GIC? No, it's just, it's just a product online. You buy it, there's no physical certificate. And then if you buy a GIC that's non-registered, unfortunately, it's claimed as an extra income in your income taxes. But you know what? The reason why you get taxed is because you make more. So I think I would rather make more money than avoid paying taxes, okay? Because you still make more money. Now, if you have any more questions about GIC product, let me know in the comments below. Anyways, I hope you found this video super helpful. I hope to see you in the next video. Oh, by the way, if you want to learn how to invest in dividend growth stocks and actually get moolah every single year, just invest once and collect a lifetime of passive income, check out this playlist up here. If you want to learn more about how to buy your first or next rental property, check out this video up here. Bye.